Hello everyone, it's Summer here, and welcome back to another video. Today's video, I'm just going to do this, is what if Darkstalker didn't have his powers? So, major spoilers for Darkstalker Legends. So if you read that book yet, now's your chance to click off. And some major spoilers for the first, second, and third arcs. So again, just basically go ahead and read Anything in the Fire, please click off this video. Anyways, so, in other words, if you haven't read the Legend Darkstalker video, and also, beware, I haven't read this book in a long time, so I apologize if I get some details wrong. Please let me know if I got anything wrong in the comments. But, remember, this is if Darkstalker didn't have powers. So, we know he got all three major powers, Mind Ring, Foresight, and Animus powers. But what if he didn't get these powers? Darkstalker had to under the 3 full moons. But none of them were full. So, we know he had the 3 full moons early. But in this timeline, he didn't have the 3 full moons. None of them were full. So he didn't get any powers, but his mother didn't mind. Besides, she didn't have any powers either. He only had one line of white scales along his wing, or his wing to his side, and one under each wing. This was in the original books, how he was described. He loved his mother and sister, but his father was distant. When he was given the Animus test, he didn't have the powers. Even though he hid them in the original series, we don't care about that. His sister didn't have powers either. In school, he met Clearsight, a knight with powers of foresight. One of the most powerful seers in history, even more powerful than All-Knowing, the Queen's personal seer. Now this is where things mostly change. Arctic still takes White out to the Ice Kingdom to exchange for Foe Slayer. But in this story, Darkstalker can't stop his father. And White was given to Queen Diamond and Foe Slayer is released. Oh, and I forgot to mention, Fathom never met Clearsight and Darkstalker, because he was only sent to the Night Kingdom because of Darkstalker's Animus powers. But without the Animus powers, there's no need for him. Anyway. So, now we're going to see what change. Oh, and for the last paragraph of this, Darkstalker and Foe Slayer are now back together without feeling complete without having White out with them. But Darkstalker marries Clearsight, and she never left him until and ended up marrying all those Beetle Wings. So, no Hive Wings. Now, this is where it changes the present day. No Night Wings ever get Animus powers. Society still would try rid of Icewing, Nightwing, and Sandwing, but her father isn't an Animus. Her father is just a normal Nightwing. And Nightwing also never went to the volcano, so the same night was never lost. So don't tell us to the Kingdom of Sand or the volcano. Again, no Animus magic. And Nightwing didn't need to kidnap the Ringwings, so no kidnap Ringwings this time. Because again, they never lost their home. But the first arc remains mostly the same, except for the Dark Secret and the second half of the King Kingdom, when Glory is captured and saves the Ringwings. But she still wants to become Ringwing Queen because, why not? I want to keep some things the same. The Demon Project is basically non-existent, since Darkstalker was never trapped, so there's no reason for Demon following Thunder and Ice. And also, the same night was never lost, so there's no reason to find the lost same night if it was never lost. And a lot of Nightwings now have their powers since they were raised in the Nightwing City instead of on the volcano where there was no moonlight, which is how they get their powers. Moon still has all of her powers, but not as intense because Darkstalker was never trapped. And since the Hive Wings have never existed, the Silk Wings still have their own queen, which I'll make Luna in this scenario. And the Flame Silks aren't trapped, and the Beetle Wings are still around, since Clearsight never mated with them. Ladies are covered in trees, and the leafing a lot more numerous than they were. So Blue can never fall in love with Cricket because no Hive Wings. And none of the Pyrean dragons ever learned about Pantala, none of the Pantala dragons ever learned about Pyria. I mean, they might, but we're just gonna say they didn't. for the sake of Luna never getting blown to Pyrea. So, yeah, that's my personal theory on what would happen if Darkstalker never had his powers. But that's not going to be the end of this video. I know it's pretty short, but I've been busy. As you can see over there, I've been cleaning a bit lately. So, yeah, also over there with TVs and over there with my TVs. Anyway, that's the end of this video. I hope you enjoyed. Bye!